The first lesson in Unit 6 on polynomial and polynomial functions is your ability to remember all of the properties of your exponents. The first one we're going to look at is called a product of a power. Product meaning multiplication, power meaning your exponents here. So what you need to focus in on these problems is that you want to make sure that your bases are your same. So here, both the terms have the same base, they're a, and so you would keep that base, and then the powers, the m and the n, you would just simply add it together. So if I said 2 cubed times 2 to the 4th, then that's going to be 2 to the 3 plus 4, which is equivalent to 2 to the 7th power. And you can use a calculator to simplify that more. The reason it's this is because the power, let me change pens, the power here, this 3, is saying you have 2 3s. So that's 2 times 2 times 2. And then here, this is saying you have 4 2s. So it's 2 times 2 times 2 times 2. So 2 cubed times 2 to the 4th is a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 2s. So that's why product of a power, keep the base, add the exponents. Okay, the next one is a power of a power. So here you have 2 exponents written directly next to each other. You would keep the base and multiply those things. That's why it's called a power of a power. You have a power being raised directly to another power. Keep the base, multiply the exponents. So in this case you would have 2 cubed squared, which means that's going to be 2, and then you would multiply the exponents together, and 3 times 2 gives you 6. Another way to look at this is it's 2 sets of 2 cubed Remember, the exponent tells you how many groups of this you have. And so that's going to be 3 groups of 2, and then another 3 groups of 2. So in the end, you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 2's, which is why your final answer is 2 to the 6th power. Okay, power of a product means that you have a product in multiplication being raised to a power, and all that means is that power belongs to each piece. So it's a to the m times b to the m. So in this case, if you had 2 times a cubed, then that would be the equivalent of 2 cubed times a cubed. So everybody in the parentheses gets that exponent directly on the outside. Negative exponents, you need to remember that if you see a negative exponent in the numerator, then that means whatever's being raised to the negative exponent would drop down. So if I have 7 to the negative 3 power, then that's going to be 1 over 7 to the positive 3 power. Now the reason that number can't be 0 is you're not allowed to have a 0 in the denominator. But also keep in mind that if you already are in the denominator, then you would need to move up to the numerator. So the negative exponent just tells you whatever's being raised to that needs to go the opposite place and become positive. 0 power, anything being raised to a 0 power is 1. So if I said 8 to the 0 power, that's 1. If I said 6,254, to the 0 power, that's 1. If I said 0.5 to the 0 power, that's 1. So anything to the 0 power is 1. Quotients, just very similarly to the the product of a power, you kept the base and added. Quotient of the power, you're going to keep the base and subtract. So if I have 7 to the 3rd power over 7 to the 1st power, then that's going to be 7, and then I would subtract my exponents. 3 minus 1 is 2. Okay, the reason that is because 7 to the 3rd is like that. 7 is like that. We're crossing out the common ones, and that would leave you with 2 here. Power of a quotient, this is really like this. If you have a quotient being raised to the power, that power belongs to both the numerator and to the denominator. So if I have 1/2 cubed, that's going to give me 1 cubed over 2 cubed. And the final one that you'll be working with is product of a power. Nope, we already did that one. So there's only 7 of them. Okay? Alright, you have a classwork assignment that you need to download and then upload the answers to me. Thank you.